Every practice owner's had this conversation. A clinician asks what you're going to pay them, and your first instinct is to find out what everyone else in town pays and match it. Before we go any further, there's a free tool that maps this whole thing out, and the link's in the comments. Pull it up and follow along. Now, back to the going rate. That is someone else's number, and it tells you nothing about the person sitting across the desk from you. There's a better way, and it starts with 2 questions instead of a number. This framework comes from Chip Hart's lecture on how much to pay an employed clinician. Question 1. Where does this clinician sit between a guaranteed salary and potential income? What you're really asking is how much risk they're willing to take. You can offer a number you'll pay whether you have a banner year or another pandemic, and for some people, that certainty is the entire point. Others would happily take less up front for the chance to earn far more. Neither answer's wrong. Question 2. Where do they sit between total reward and schedule flexibility? And how much do they value their own time? Some clinicians will take every shift, every night, and all the call, as long as the money's there. Others would rather trade dollars for the freedom to choose when they work. Again, there's no wrong answer. Put the 2 questions together, and you've got a grid. Most clinicians land in one of 2 corners. Top right is maximum money and maximum hours. Bottom left is a steady paycheck and a flexible schedule. The mistake's handing a guaranteed contract to someone who wants upside, or an upside contract to someone who just wants stability. That's the only way to get this wrong. Here's what keeps every version fair. You build a margin into the contract. Take the revenue the clinician generates, subtract your overhead, subtract the margin the practice needs, and what's left is what you can pay. If she brings in $400,000 and your overhead runs 60%, that leaves $160,000. Hold back 10% for the practice, and you can offer her around $120,000, all in with complete flexibility. So when someone walks in and says, "I need $190,000, you turn it into a math problem. Gross it up for taxes and benefits, divide by your margin and overhead, then divide by your revenue per visit and the days they work, and you land on the number of patients a day it'd take. If they can see that many, pay them. If they can't, you both know exactly what has to change. Different doctors, different contracts, all of them fair, because the margin's built into every one. Check in once a year, because where someone sits on this grid moves as their life moves. That's the whole idea. Find where your clinician sits and build the contract around it. The free tool's in the comments. Go try it.